In this video, we'll show you everything you need to drive the DBBR442 Talent 2 EMU. Start by opening the doors and entering the cabin. Door controls are clearly visible and the controls are displayed on your screen. To get the unit started, you need to find the panel next to the passenger cabin door. First, let's add power to the unit by priming the auxiliary battery. Turn and hold the battery button for 5 seconds. The battery gauge on top of the panel will confirm that the unit now has power. Using this panel, you can also turn on the CIFA and PZB safety systems. If you're new to the train, we'd suggest leaving them off until you want to try increasing the difficulty and authenticity. We'll cover these in detail in another video. Now we're sitting down in the driver's seat. Let's go over these controls and get this unit moving. Start by turning the master switch to on and then the reverser to your direction of choice. Raise the pantograph using the pantograph control and then set the main circuit breaker to close. This gives the train the power from the overhead wires. You now need to prepare the lights for the unit. This will vary depending on the time of day and the weather. I've chosen high beams for this example. You can also turn the cab lights and passenger cabin lights on and off from here. The wiper control button is located on the far right of the control panel on the vertical surface. Pick your speed based on how heavily it's raining. For additional grip on rainy days, the sand application button is found in the center of the panel at the back. It's the only one with a spherical top. Should you need the horn, the 2 horn buttons are just under the right-hand screen on the main control panel. Each offers you a different tone. There is also a blind you can pull down for particularly sunny days too. Be mindful that unlike other blinds, this can completely cover the driver's window, so it's probably a good idea to try this when you're not moving. Before we move off, let's quickly cover the buttons for the safety features too. The PZB controls are all located here on the far left of the main panel, and the tempomat controls just to the right of that. You also have the ability to hold down the CIFA reset pedal in much the same way the driver would on the real thing. You need to release the indirect brake before you can start moving. This brake is not usually needed but can be used in case of emergency. The release handle is located in the center of the main panel. Set this to release. You also need to release the parking brakes before you can start moving. The parking brake apply and release buttons are located on the left-hand side of the left screen on the main panel. Now we're all set, we're ready to move off. This unit has a combined throttle and brake lever. Apply power to the train by moving the throttle forward, being mindful not to apply too much power in lower speed restriction areas. Once the train is in motion and you've reached your desired speed, set the throttle control to 0, and this allows the unit to coast at its current speed. And now we're moving. To slow the train down or bring it to a halt, pull the throttle brake handle back. Apply whatever amount of brake pressure you feel a given situation requires. To activate the emergency brake, simply pull the handle completely back. I recommend spending some time practicing how the train reacts to both brake and throttle controls, as the unit will be stopping and starting regularly to pick up passengers. If you're in a real bind, there is also an emergency brake button on the far top left of the main panel. Once you've reached your destination safely, you'll want to get your passengers on and off as quickly as possible so you can stay on time. The door controls are located on the right of the main control panel next to the indirect brake. To uncouple the unit you are in from another unit, you need to turn the master switch to uncouple local if the connecting unit is at the same end of the train as the cab you're currently in, or uncouple remote if the units are attached to the other end of the train. If you wish to couple trains, they have an automated coupler, so simply connect the two. To select a new destination for the destination boards throughout the train, press the number 8 situated at the bottom of the far left screen on the main panel. This will bring up the destination options available. Scroll up and down through the options on screen until you find the destination you want, and then hit enter to confirm. This was a quick guide to the DBBR442 Talent 2 EMU. It should give you everything you need to enjoy your driving experience of this busy commuter unit.